head's not even in there. See, because people are looking at you. That's right. You got to sit up there, and they're all looking at you right now, I think. Say Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yes, that's right. Is your belly full of chicken?
No.
Now, why are you wheeling that thing over there out of sight? Okay, there you go. Okay, stop. Settle down. Are we up? Are we rocking? I don't know. There you go. Tank and Sherry, welcome. Manchu. Always a pleasure. Do you know a guy named Manchu?
No.
Yeah. He's not a very nice person.
No.
Now, your head's not even in there. You got to keep your head in there. Swing over this way. Lean over there. Quit it. He's a nice guy. He's a very nice guy. And everybody else on here, Fry Daddy, Little Bear, Machinist. I see this is what they're writing right here. See that? They're writing these things. This is Little Bear. She says, good to go, meaning she can hear us. And Fry Daddy says, yes. Okay, but your blue eyes are in there. I don't know what you're doing, so lift your head up like that. There you go. All you got to do is just sit still, just like that. You didn't bring a car in here or anything?
No.
No? Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Okay, we're out of the camera again.
What?
Okay, well, you ready to go see Yaya?
I don't know.
Everybody's looking at you. Millions of people. See, Lily, when she say, hi, Remington.
What?
And the clever Trevor said, happy Easter, wee man. That's you. That's you. And what did we do today? We went to a hibachi. And you got scared by the fire.
Yeah.
And then you wanted him to keep doing it. Yeah. Okay. All right. We didn't make the Legion today, but we're going tomorrow. You're going to Legion and play some slots, some pull tabs. Going up there and slap down a few Frosties, the old man. Okay, good. Thanks for the talk. You didn't like that green ice cream, did you?
No.
Okay, get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Go see Yaya. Oh, God, you're not going to leave. Yaya! Yaya fell down. She's hurt. She is. I don't think she's even in there anymore. I saw her walking down to the barn. That always works. Oh, he's a Yaya's boy. And anytime I want to get him crying or anything, Yaya will run in somewhere and I'll go, let's leave her. You want to? And he just flips out of his gourd. And so, yeah, that's all I had to say is I saw her walking down to the barn and off he went. Good evening. Happy Thanksgiving or Easter, everybody. We took him. Diane went and got him. Our son-in-law is getting ready to deploy again, so they went down and picked him up and got him out of there for a week, and brought him up here, and he just has a great time. He does whatever the hell he wants to around here. We don't care. We're grandparents, so just stuff him full of candy and take him to the Legion and shit like that. So happy Easter, everybody, and we didn't do anything for Easter. We ate at a Japanese restaurant. How about that? That just shows you that we're not racists. Whatever else is going on in the world, let's see. What did I have written down here? I don't even know. Diane is taking care of him. She doesn't feel real good. Me, I'm recuperating. I'm on week 4. Thursday will be the 5th week, and I think I'm kind of off of restrictive duty after that. So with my operation, it's very uncomfortable. It's miserable. It sucks. It does. But we're getting there. We're almost done. And yep, Remington's little buddy. Oh, that calamari sounds great. Calamari sounds great. That's right. Sea Duck Robert. Hi, Jai. I never know how to pronounce that thing. I think I got part of it right. Hello, evening to you too. So there's the big hammer, and yeah. If he was here, he'd be dancing behind me right now, but he's not here. And he is busy renovating. He's no longer a bachelor. It's trips to Bed Bath and Beyond for him. And just that wallet that had so much in it, now it's just going like that. You know, he's got the little woman to take care of now. So yeah, he's tied down. He doesn't have any time to hang out down here. He's wrapped up. Just like that. Okay, I'm done fucking with him. Jay. Okay, that's it. The end is in sight, Don. That's right. Okay. Does anybody got anything? I'm kind of. I should be more prepared. I've been draining impoundments. I'm getting ready to start trapping raccoons. Zane is a total mess. Warrior is already about to collapse from the heat. I think if there's any dog groomers on here, that I think we don't want to shave him completely, but I think there's a thing on there. I know my mother used to get my hair thinned. We would thin the hair, so I don't know if you can just thin his hair a little bit, but he's about to die from the heat. And here come them little footsteps. And there's Zane. Zane. You brought Zena with you. Hi, girl. So you and there just hanging out? Did you find Yaya down at the barn?
No.
She didn't go down there? Okay, so you're supposed to right there. Here, you want to see a big knife? Look at that. Don't cut yourself.
What?
You want to see a big knife? There's Zena with her ball.
Ow.
Oh God. Oh man, this is just going south. Here, look at that. That big knife.
Oh, don't cut me with that.
I will. Trust me. And I've got my received in the mail my blood donor's card, so I can check in rapidly now. And I even have keychain things you put on the keychain. I don't know where I'm going tonight. I wasn't expecting all this. What time did you wake up this morning?
1:13.
Yeah, you woke up real early. Made Yaya get up, and she had to go take a nap.
What is this?
It's a razor blade.
What's a razor blade?
You use this to cut. It's got a thing in there, but this one I take. See, that's how smart I am. I take the blades out so they don't hurt anybody. Okay.
Sarah, get up. Get up.
Karen, you're in hospice?
What,
Who are we talking about?
me?
Wow. Stop. Okay, you gotta go see Yaya.
What, at the barn?
I guess so. Doggone, Karen, I'm very sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that.
Here, look.
Get Diane to. Okay, they're all going nuts. I'll see you. Ouch, girl. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Karen. Damn. That was just terrible. To Tank and Sherry, it was always the belt fed for the M60. I believe I've shot an M2. No, I've not shot an M240 before. But my buddy had them when we were running Extreme Seal Experience, and he would let the guys wrap off belts of that. And God, he had all kinds of automatic weapons, but it was real expensive. And I didn't do it. I just let the students shoot it. So we always shot the belt-fed tracer ball rounds for the M60. What are you up to now? What are we playing? Why don't you go play out by the mailbox?
Ow!
Go play in the street. What'd I get off of your head today?
20 minutes.
Huh?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? He's easy to spot. I spotted a tick on the back of his head today. He never saw when I plucked that out of there. Is your head itchy?
No.
He pulled a big chunk of your head off when he come out of there.
What?
And you just got here yesterday. That's how bad these ticks are going to get this season. They're bad.
What are bad?
The tick, that bug I pulled out of your head today.
Why?
That thing stuck out there. I mean, you couldn't miss it. It was like an ice cream cone stuck on his head. I mean, you couldn't miss it. It's that red light hair and that brown tick. I went, oh shit, there he is right there.
What
So-
now?
No, the one I got out of your head this morning. Remember when I told you to turn around and you wouldn't do it?
Yeah.
I pulled that bug out. The one with the big claws that's snapping. We didn't worry about the get that bag of corn picked up. Yeah, I did. I just cut it and drug it. So I'm getting there. I'm pushing it. And that's what that doctor warned me about. He was like, you're over the hump here just a little bit, but don't get too cocky because you'll blow it all. So I just keep checking shit. But yeah, that bag of corn laid out there. The big hammer was nowhere to be found. So I just cut it and threw corn all out of it till it got to a lighter weight, and then I just drug it through the parking lot. But I figured out, that you putting your pants on in the morning is a real problem. So if your foot gets kind of stuck in there and you pull on it, I mean, you're lifting more than 15 pounds. I mean, you can really wrench down on something or pushing something, or you don't have to lift it up. I mean, you can do other shit to do that. But I'm in good shape, man. I'm in good shape. Spare barrels. We had spare barrels. We never carried them. I've seen those barrels so hot before you can see the rounds going through them. And I've seen them go through the side of the barrel. They've been so hot that they start warping and spinning, shooting right out of the side. Oh, that people like your clothes.
No.
They do. They asked me to show them this spot right here. This spot right here. Okay, stop it. Shot in the dark, you're there. You aren't missing much. Well, you're missing. Yeah, I appreciate that. 7-6. But it's not. Diane does not feel good tonight. She hasn't felt good since she's for weeks. Me, I'm recovering from this surgery stuff. But I said the show must go on, man. I'm going to get on here tonight. So I'll start telling jokes here in a minute. But let me finish another pull on this Pepsi. No, I don't tell jokes because I'm no good at it. But yeah, we were all kind of. Damn, Karen. That's very sad. We're all very troubled by that. No. If he could communicate better, I'd tell him to go tell Diane, but he doesn't communicate. Did she get the shit? What shit are we talking about? Come on, dude. Shit we're talking about. No, it's not the COVID, I don't think. She doesn't have that shit. She just yelled out there. Jay, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to thin the dude's fur out. He's big and he's heavy, and he's getting really aggressive. After Bill, I've been. I got some Bill shit pulled up here. You should see the shit that I'm doing with that clown, and I'm really kind of upset about a whole lot of stuff after. Because honestly, when I was putting that together, I'd heard those videos years ago. They were up there years ago, and come around and you'll figure out why I got so worked up and started going after people. But in all that time, I had known what that Michael Jacko had done. And initially, I just thought he was stupid. You know, he didn't know. He was just clueless. I don't know anything about what's going on. I remember that guy from SEAL training. Well, he walked into, 30-second rule. You should be more versed. And I don't catch shit sometimes because I don't hear real well of how many times I saw that video of Brock Brader. And then when you're putting it together for a video here, I don't slap shit together for you guys, man. I watch and I watch. It's just like doing a verification. I verify. I watch and I make sure that the scenes are trimmed. It's edited properly. It's just all this stuff. And that was the first time that I heard out of Brock Brader that him and Michael Jacko had been carrying on a relationship long before he ever fucking said that. Long before that. They'd been working on this shit for a while before Jacko dropped the bomb and talked that shit about SEAL training, because we all just went, what the fuck are you on about, man? Yeah, so, and again, I just found out about this just the day before you guys did. That's when the video caught me. I had to keep playing it back. I was like, did he really say that? Did he say, he told me to stay out of this? I told him to stay out of this. Don't do it. They'll obliterate you, before he did it. And I heard that. I was like, oh, damn, really? So, I don't know. I wonder if he'd like to retract any of that right now. I wonder if I'd post something up and give him a chance to retract all that stuff right now, being that you're the intuitive warrior. I'm really upset about it. I'm really, really angry about the whole thing. And Michael's riding this nice little wave of conspiracy theory stuff where he's just selling bullshit to people. I wonder if he'd like to go back on any of that. If he'd like to re-go back and just say, for the record, I made all that shit up. Sorry. I don't think so. Not making any sense, but I've been really thinking about that stuff. I dwell on things like that sometimes. I wonder what you'd do if I made a big fucking deal out of it. Because I'm still, when I'm getting into it, we're really having I'm having a really good look at Ava, and I never realized some of the stuff that was out on the internet that she had posted, sending letter to President Obama and Michelle and things like that. It's bad, and it's all the Jacko stuff and me threatening to kill his wife and things like that. There's two parts to that thing up there, and there's a lot more of them that once you get into it, you really start looking at it. It was shocking of what I had found that they had done, because I just pushed away from it. Bill gone, I destroyed him. The other things that went on, and that John McCain pressed Bill back into service. The Navy forced him. Bill is launching Tomahawks right now. If you guys didn't know that, was SEAL Team 9 from John McCain, who pressed Bill back into service. And this is what they run around here with. It's really out there. So, I don't know. I can hold a grudge with the best of them. Obi-Wan. Okay, maybe I found that somewhere else. I don't want to distract everybody from everything that's going on to read it. I'll just give a quick excerpt here. I don't know why that didn't show up, because I sure as fuck found it. I will post it up in its entirety at the end of the video, as long as somebody reminds me. But if I post it up right now, that's all anybody will do is be reading this shit, and it's just not even worth fucking reading. it goes on and on and on and on with those clowns. On and on and on. And I'm just, I really, I'm still angry about the whole flipping mess, man. I really am. I really am. And I'm really upset with that Michael Jacko guy. And I feel, I'll just say this. I feel there's a big part of me, a very big part of me that does what I do. And I will go after a charity that gets duped by these guys if they won't try to share what happened to them with this, or you were just so... And I feel terrible for anybody out there that is paying all that money for a flippin' load of shit. Intuitive warrior, remote viewing. If you guys know what any of that is, it's clairvoyance, man. He has something from SEAL Team 6 that he wants to share with you for a fucking few $1,000 to tune you into remote viewing clairvoyance. And there's none of that has ever... This is Ghostbusters type of shit. The weird flipping things. Harry Houdini. You know, I've always been a fan of the what was that there? Randy. Somebody, oh, you're back, are you? Randy. The magician Randy who took after Harry Houdini. I think it was the Magnificent Randy or something. Somebody will pull it up here. Rendi. He just died. That's what he did. Oh, he went after those guys. Bending forks and shit. The forks. It was all illusion. It was optical illusion. It was all bullshit. So there's a big part of me that doesn't feel like letting anybody get away with that stuff when I know it's bullshit. To throw it out because that's what I do, and I'm still flipping angry about the whole damn thing. So I don't know. I get these emails, these verification things. I didn't put them all up. But there's always some guy that sees this shit and says, my sister took one of his courses and she is just gone. She is not who we know her to be anymore from one of these things, the remote viewing. And that's what, what I always said about the church shows. Because that's all we used to get on Sunday. Your channel list was church shows. The pastors preaching and screaming and, batting the demons out of your fucking head and you'd fall over. And I knew, if you watch that so much, something is going to trip in you. One key word and you're going to go, where's my Bible? Where's my Bible? Call my friends. You're going to hell. Let me bring my Bible over and help you with this stuff. That you would go off that deep end with that stuff of how people do. And there's just little things that keep people in, and they're parlor tricks. If you watch any of that stuff with the guys got the earpiece in and they're asking you questions at the door. You got to fill this out. He's telling you these things about you that no one would know. How could you know that? It's a fucking trick, man. It's all a trick. One of my favorite guys was a blind guy. He was the blind... Somebody else is going to know this. And his story was, and I'm sure it's true because he didn't have an eye, that he was a little boy and he was twirling a piece of wire. And the wire, I do it. I do it too. A little kid, you pick up a piece of wire, you're playing around with it. The wire went in his eye and put his eye out. And now he can see and read your mind with this dead eye. And it's just a parley. I'm getting mad about it right now. So I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to let people get away with that shit. And I've always been willing to throw my ass out there, What are you going to do to me? So, I don't know. I'm a little steamed up right now. Thanks, guys. What is this Allison thing? Manchu. The Amazing Randy. The Amazing Randy. You should watch that clip, what he did to guys. He did the same thing Houdini did. You weren't pulling shit over on that guy, nor Houdini. So let me see what Manchu's got, because I know you're thinking about this. Okay, I don't know. Shot in the dark. The soldier lies and claims. Yeah. Okay, I'm not. I'm getting. There's another guy recently, and I don't know if you're. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're doing. The Allison thing. I don't know where you're talking about there. If that's that SEAL you're talking about that lost his mind, but I've spoke to a doctor about him, and he's getting played by the bunch of them. Uh, he's coming home from Nova Scotia. They're looking good. Great gun dog. I just learned that Nova Scotia meant New Scotland, because you watch those educational shows of Oak Island, The Curse of Oak Island. Remington, that dog's gonna bite you. He's gonna bite you. Get away from him.
What?
He's going to bite you again. Leave him alone. He's not. He doesn't. It's too late at night. It's after 8. It's way past his playtime. And what I might have to go that route. I might have to go because I don't know. The one thing that's holding me up just a little bit is not a lot of people really remember Bill Brockbridge. It's been a while, so you have to educate them. It's not like striking while the iron's hot. Of a lot of people now, since it's been years, would scratch their head and go, "Who the fuck's Bill Brockbridge?" And then you got to go all back into that stuff. So sometimes that portion of it does not work. But Carrie Cassidy, I guess, had her channel all undone on YouTube. Something they demonetized her or threw her completely off of there. I don't know why they would, because she's just a flipping liar. Hey.
Santa has your flipper. Santa has your flipper. Santa has your.
Is that Allison guy in jail right now? I don't think that's the guy you're talking to. Oh, I read something about that. That's okay. I heard something about he didn't want to be with the enlisted people, but I don't know where that came from. If I saw it on the internet, yeah. Yeah. Well, she interviewed 2 dudes on there. I've got to put this up for you. If you really want to see how goofy she is, I'll put this up. One of them's dead now. The other is the, oh my God, he was a childhood soldier in Vietnam, and all the other kids held hands. It was a CIA project and would kill thousands of Viet Cong by just holding hands and going, numma, numma, numma. Whatever they would hum and kill thousands of them. It was really weird. And she did a big thing on there. No proof required. And Wolf Spirit Radio, I have his service records. He was some kind of communications guy on a ship, but turns himself into a. Never mind. I get so far. You guys can really get me fired up sometimes. But hey, what are you doing to that dog in there, man? And yeah, his girlfriend Hollywood. That's her name. It wasn't Hollywood, as in Hollywood, like you would think, like a stripper. Her first name was Holly Wood, and that's where he got Wood from, Bill Wood. We tracked that dude down. I didn't. I was lighting him up early into this thing, and one of the subscribers got that guy. One of my I don't think we had the website at that point. It was a guy on Facebook, and he found him so quick. And that's why Bill learned not to do that shit. He'd get inside a tent where there's no trace of anything around him, because he knew we'd find him. We'd get a number, we'd hear a plane, something that we would. But yeah, I think you're going to see Bill back in the country. Okay, Mark Richards. Okay. If anybody wants to know about Mark Richards, that's the guy. they did a special about him, and I was invited to participate because Mark would show 2 pieces of paper. I could pull it up here now if you wanted. The only paper he could prove to be a Vietnam vet was one that showed him getting a Navy Achievement Medal for valor in Vietnam. But everything was blacked out except his name and what it was. But his name and this op nav instruction were all different type. And then his name was this big shit on here. I have it. I saw it the other day. And he showed a meritorious unit citation medal for his boat. He was with a boat squadron. That's what he claims. He never served in the military. It was a boat squadron thing. That's how good I am. And I mean, there it was right in front of you. It was his name was on it. It told all this big information of, when you get a meritorious unit citation like that, it went into great detail. And hell, I can pull that thing up if everybody's patient with me. And I got on war boats. I wrote the war boats, if you've never been on war boats, because SEALs and the boat guys, the Brown Water Navy, always had a very close relationship. When you want to see who was in SEAL platoons in Vietnam, the boat unit guys are right there with them. And I could tell that was a boat unit. That's what it was, BSU-1. And I got on war boats and I searched and I searched and I searched. And I asked the owners of that page. It's a very extensive write-up of the Brown Water Navy in Vietnam. And I found it. I found where that came from. And it was a single sailor that was at that unit in Vietnam that posted up, hey, I just found this. It's his and that's where he stole that from. And if anybody wants, I got the, let me get on here. Nobody's going to get shit. No, he never did. Kevin Moore, that's right. Kevin Moore, yeah, that's right. Kevin Moore. Yeah, see, I don't lie to you dudes. That's who it was, Kevin Moore, and I helped him, and I sent those to him. So, Richard. Yeah, okay, the Kevin Moore show. So I got it. Here's this. Let me just steal this real quick. And I tell him, I sent that. I said, Mark is using 2 attachments as proof he served in the Navy in Vietnam. The doctored meritorious unit citation I discovered he stole from Warboat's site, and it was posted by a sailor named Joe Whitmire. And I never could find the Navy Achievement Medal, but I scoured that. I don't know if I can copy. But that was a pretty damn good one. That I found that somehow in total obscurity in the internet, and was able to get that to that guy, and he went after him. He went after him for it. So yeah, it's that shit's out there. You got to find where they post it. If you can do that, if you can just get down to some slight, it was a boat unit type of thing. Where are you going to go for something like that? The boat unit things from Vietnam. And I was able to find it just with some simple deduction. But he blocks out the name. Okay, there it goes. I think that's it. Oh shit! I think I gooned that up. Let me see. There you go. There you go. And see, he just takes his the name of this guy, and the guy's name was Joe Whitmire, and he stole that, and that's what he used for Kerry Cassidy's up there. But I could tell that Boat Support Unit 1, I got on the war boats, I started searching, and sure enough, that guy had posted that up there, and it was his. He posted his actual one up there, and it showed his name without the black stuff out, and his service number, and all that other shit. What a clown that dude was. And he's serving in prison now, life in prison. And he didn't do any of it. He was a Vietnam vet. whatever. I'm not real familiar with the case. I only know they asked me to help. So. Gretchen's. You know, the SEALs fuck shit up all the time. I will tell you this. And we're real proud of Dan Crenshaw because he has lasted the longest. If Dan can just stay out of trouble, then we're going to be in there. Every SEAL in there is very proud of Dan Crenshaw. No matter what you think of him, we've had some guys running for office and doing all this other stuff. And Gretchen's, yeah, okay, man, whatever. You had your shot at governor. And you got yourself into a little hum. But, oh boy. Let's just move off of that one. Just move off of that one. Dan Crenshaw's a real deal. Boy, boy. Red Dog, how are you? Dan's a good guy. Lori story. In the dark, across the pond. Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Shot in the dark. You mailed that to me. You send me that. And you're going to watch a fight go on. You send me that where he does that. And I'm going to shake that tree just a little bit. Because that fucking Mark Richards... And I don't think you got to worry about Gretchen's becoming a senator after what happened to him as a governor. So, whatever. No. Okay. Yeah, if you can put it down here, I'd like to see that shit. Kerry Cassidy does that. I'm surprised nobody else has seen that. It is the most entertaining YouTube video she ever put up of those two morons butt licking each other over they hadn't seen each other in all these years since Vietnam, and neither one have been served at any time in any of that stuff. It's that big stupid samurai sword guy, and the fucked up thing is Jesse Ventura was doing a show once called. I don't know what it was. Conspiracy theory, some shit. And Jesse got him in a dark garage, parking garage, about his claims of serving in Vietnam with the CIA when he was a little boy and killing thousands of Vietnamese. And he let him off the hook. He let him off the hook. He didn't push him on it. I couldn't believe he didn't do it. Just like lit into him about this. I mean, that's what he was there for, to get to the bottom of this stuff. And it was just so easy to disprove. The guy has no military records whatsoever, but you know that's part of the plot here. You can say the CIA did it, and it was one of those things where they gave him acid and some shit like that back then. one of these CIA things that they all stick to. You know, I was a part of that. You know, they took kids from all over the country, and yeah, I was a part of that. And it requires no fucking proof. You just say whatever you want. And that always amazed me, those conspiracy theorists in Brockbrader. There's still people that would cling to Bill Brockbrader like grim death. And you see these things I post up there, they all talk about him being a hero. The hero, the hero. And it's like, wow, you guys can't look at any kind of proof and go. So, yeah, that's bad. That is bad. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. She's Diane is not doing good, and she's trying to entertain Remington, who's all hyped up on green Japanese ice cream, and so she's doing a good job with that. So yeah, Mark Richards, and there's another guy I was trying to hear about. Now this is a SEAL that's got some issues, and was talking about conducting. Kerry Cassidy had him on there. Combat with aliens at SEAL Team 3. They were intergalactic combat force that would go into space and fight these aliens. And I heard from a psychiatrist that was familiar with the dude, so I let the dude off. He's a fucking total nut. I mean, people fall off their nut. And it's just like, my God, where are they getting this one? They posted him up, and they were like, listen to this shit. Team 3, I was there. I was right there. Team 1, right next to you. I don't remember any alien training going on there with you guys. I'd have loved to got that clown on the phone. I think he's in Hawaii. But he's just, I don't know, fucking bus hit him or some shit. He's out there. But then there's some of them that know exactly what they're going to do. And, yeah. I always liked Jesse. I don't know what happened to him. Him and his brother, you know, they were just, I think he was a great governor and all that other shit. And then he had a fan club. Everybody loved Jesse. And then that fucking Chris Kyle had to, whether it happened or not, just had to say something like that. And he didn't like it. So there's a bunch of people that say I was there. It did happen. There's a bunch of people that say I was there. It didn't happen. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, how about that? I don't know what the bosun's doing. They are celebrating the Cherry Blossom Festival in Japan. Right now, I don't know if he's attending or not, but what a beautiful country that is. When all those, I mean, the whole country's just cherry blossoms everywhere. And they'd have these big festivals, and we'd go to them and pull out the ugly American card, and yeah, other people put up with us over there, and still do. The ugly Americans, man. God, Americans, Brits, Australians, and Kiwis are the worst. The worst for pulling out the ugly Brit card, the ugly Kiwi card, the ugly Australian card, the ugly American. You can spend your whole life in France and never see a bar fight. You can go to the Philippines, wait for a bar fight to happen, you'll die an old man. Go anywhere there's any Brits, Norwegians, well, not even Norwegians, but the Aussies, they won't do that. You won't see one there either. Kiwis, Brits, Aussies, Americans are a warring people. They just are. They get a load of liquor, and if there's no girls to chase, they're going to fight somebody. They don't want to be on the receiving end of any one of them. And so it was always entertaining. And those countries were hanging around those guys. Somebody was going to draw blood sooner or later. The Norwegians, we were up there for my last platoon, and there was some Norwegian that got a case of the uglies in him, and was starting fights. And he started one with me, and I was the platoon chief, and my radio guy called him off. He said, "No, you try that shit with me." And they went outside in the snow, and he said, "I'll let you punch me in the face, and then I'm going to punch you." And that Norwegian hauled off and smacked him right in the face, and it was a good one too. And then here come my boy back and just lit him up, man. It got ugly. That dude took a real shot. But we had a great time with those guys, and we called that night the night of broken glass. The Norwegians had the Norwegians were the best kept secret in special forces. They were high up. There was nothing around them. They had their base, this base on the harbor, and nobody fucked with them. Nobody fucked with them. Just an isolated little thing. And they had a place called the Jaeger House. So before we would go over there, we would communicate. And they would tell us how much booze we needed to bring and how much beer they would give in return. So we had these cards, and we would bring over all the booze they couldn't get, but they had enough beer. They just couldn't get Jack Daniels and all that other shit. They loved that shit. And we would party it up. And they had a clubhouse called the Jaeger House. And the Jaeger House, the first thing you noticed about the Jaeger House is there was no glass in it. None. All the windows had big sheets of plexiglass bolted across the windows. The TV, they had kind of like a TV up over the bar that you could watch TV. It had this huge sheet of plexiglass all over it. All the channel changers were in waterproof bags. And that's quickly what we found out happened. When you finished drinking your beer, you just threw it against whatever you were doing and just broke it. Just glass. We called it that. We broke so much glass the last night we were there that I thought they were going to try to throw us out of the country. We'd gone way above and beyond anything anybody else had ever done in that club. But that's what you did. Everybody was bleeding at the bar. Guys just sitting there having a drink and just blood coming down their head from all the broken glass. And it was so much fun in that place. And you'd think, because that place had bullets, gunshots go off in it through the bar, all kinds of shit, the shit that went on in that thing. And to think that the one night of heavy, I mean, it was bad. Broken glass, and they wanted us out of there for good. Get the hell out of here. We had a good time with them, and those lazy bastards would come. We'd go there in the wintertime, and they would just destroy us on skis. Absolutely beat us into the ground. And then they would come to us in the summertime at Team 2, and all they wanted to do was go to Puerto Rico. And when we got to Puerto Rico, all those pasty bastards wanted to do was go to the exchange and lay out in the sun and drink beer. They didn't want to work. No work. We're going to work your ass off. But when we come there, let's push past all that work stuff in Puerto Rico. So it used to cause a little bit of a ruckus between us all. So. There you go. Yeah, poor Jesse. Where are we at here? I think I've skipped down here just a little bit. Well, clever. I don't get through all these things, but if you get on Cassidy's site, I don't know what's happened to her site. See, I don't follow this stuff. I heard that through the grapevine, but she had a new seal on there, and she made a huge deal about it. Whenever she could write those little words, SEAL, like Brock Brader and Jacko and all that stuff, you'll see it up there, and. Yeah, I tried so hard to get that guy on the, and that's the other thing that they do. See, I see Shot in the Dark's thing up here at the 53:40 mark. They exhaust you with these long, drawn out looking things, man. Oh, God. That you just get, there's a key word in there. It's like a church show. You're going to look for a Bible as soon as one of those keywords hit. You can watch those shows for weeks and months and perhaps years, and then all of a sudden one day you're watching them and you go, where's my Bible? You know, and you're born again, man. You're on it. You're chastising all your buddies. The word. And that's what they do in those things. And people send me, you know how many people send me videos like that? They'll send me videos like that and they'll go, this guy's claiming to be a SEAL. And I'll click on that thing, and it's fucking an hour and a half long. Where does he say it? You lazy bastard. So, yeah, and there you go, shot in the dark. 5340. Oh, God, these guys. But, yeah, Cassidy's and Brock Brader's stuff was just so long and so hard to listen to, especially for the disbelievers in the bunch. There you go. Plywood over that. That's my, that was my place, and I'm trying to get Riley to give us the name of that bar. Are you coming in?
What?
What's the matter?
I'm going to
Oh, she's not in here.
Where is her?
She's probably outside. She likes being out there at night. Chasing raccoons, I guess. Go out on the porch and yell to her, see if she's out there.
What about her doesn't comment her might be dead?
Haha.
What about her doesn't comment her might be dead?
I can't understand you. I'm old. I'm an old guy. I got bad hearing. Because we had a bar on the Honcho. Any of you guys have been to Yokosuka? Oh my God, forget it. Oh man, that was just Mortal Kombat there. Hand to hand, it was the gladiatorial arena of the Orient, Yokosuka, Japan. There was no, we didn't have, back then, in my era, in the bosun's era, we didn't have round eyes that we called waves, women in the Navy. There was none. I don't think there's ever been one in Yokosuka during that time frame. And no sane Japanese girls would ever go on the Honcho. And the Honcho was sailor town. That's it. All there was sailors on that town. And there was all the booze you could drink. And then you just beat up on each other because that's the only escape that you had. And one of the bars that we had, everything would start shutting down about midnight, I think, or 2. And then there was only one bar on the whole haunch that was opened up, and I forget what the name of that place was, but it was where all the hardcores went, and I used to frequent that place. We'd drink in there until the sun come up, and then drag our ass back on base, trying to get up the brow of the ship in the morning for a day of work, just liquored up. But there was no mirrors and there was no glass. You drank out of metal cups. That's all it was, and it was just a fight from one end of that place to the other. And I'll get Riley to tell me what the name of that place was, but that's where all the hard cases went. We weren't done drinking yet. We're going there. So, yeah, it's terrible. Gun dog. There you go. Okay. Yeah, we used to clear that bar all the damn time up there. It was I even sent them a plaque. I bet they still have it up there. Thanks for all the hand-to-hand combat training. Alaska, nobody gives a shit what you do in Alaska. Nobody. And that bar, he'd beat up all the bouncers, all the guys in there, but we tipped heavy and they would go and the whole bar would turn on. I mean, everybody in Alaska likes a good ass whooping. They just do. So they never held it against us and get us all into trouble. Yeah, I used to look at the Soldier of Fortune magazines back in the day. I never read them cover to cover. I know that's where you get in there now, you'll see all those old postings in there for hitmen. That the guys in the back of the magazine would write anything you need, anytime you want it done. And they shut that down because they were hired killers and people would get them out of Soldier of Fortune magazine. I want you to whack my old lady, how much you offer them? Because they would write those advertisements. If you got those old ones in there, you can look back through the help wanted ads in those things and see what guys were writing up in there. Yeah, this QAnon and some of these the conspiracy theorists. That's why I got with Brock Brader, and I swore I'd never get involved in another one. I can't help myself, but. The minute you go after one of those guys, it's just so easy for them to Bill Brockbrader. I hate to say it, but Next to A.J. Dickin, Bill was the best adversary I went up against. And not because he was smart. He was extremely dumb. But anything came out of Bill's mouth, he had tremendous support that believed every word of it. That the government hired me, a pit bull, to go after him and discredit him because he was so valuable. And anything he said, and they caught him, he was going to go in a dark, deep hole somewhere and never come out. And a lot of people still believe that. They finally caught on. One of these things, that one thing I posted up there is a string, and I've never saw it before. We had Bill Brockbrader's military records, and I hope to get that thing up. But she posted, they went after John McCain. She was posting to John McCain's office. It's all the transcripts are up there. And they asked her, we need a copy of his DD-214 and something else. And she posted it up there. And I'd never seen that. We had his records, but not like that. Because it clearly says right there, dishonorable, misconduct, dishonorable, FT, SR. Kicked out, booted. So when you get somebody's military records, I explain this thing to people sometimes. When you see me with somebody's military records, that's not their DD-214s. That's a shell of a DD-214 or a FOIA. They will send either one. I don't know why they do that, but they black out all the privacy information on it. Next to kin, servicemen's group, life insurance beneficiary, performance marks, and type of discharge. And then we never knew that about Bill. I mean, I knew he got dishonorably discharged. I never saw it in writing until Ava posted that up there. And then McCain's are looking at that going, oh yeah, we got a winner here. But misconduct right down the line, he did that. And it's a very, I'm going to have to get this up because it's very disturbing in there, the lengths that Eva went. And there's a lot of people out there that believe that Brockbrader's no longer with her, that he just vanished in the night. And I find it really hard to believe, especially the way she writes some of that stuff. I don't know why that link doesn't work, but she tells Bill Brockbrader's story about SEAL Team 9, just like I post up very detailed things about the Navy that Ava, being a Canadian, would never know, and being a woman would never know, that never served in the military, would never know. And very detailed things about Tomahawk missiles, their guidance systems, how much they cost, their range, the kill radius. Bill Brockbrader's sitting right next to her, telling her this stuff. There's no way. She can't even glean that from his notes. And this is supposed to be 18 months to 2 years after he's disappeared. Well, he's fucking sitting right next to you, somewhere up in Calgary. They'll figure it out. He's coming home. And but really the disturbing part, if anybody watched that video, that the last one that I went after him about, he threatens me at the end of it a lot about we want you to do exactly what you want to do. We know what you want to do, and we want you to do it. And it's just a frame. It's just bullshit. A frame threat. But he also threatens that girl that he molested, saying that I just want you to have a good life with your new husband and your children, and just go on about your business and forget about me. Good love, good life, have a happy ending. But if you don't, I have this. And he threatened her in there with having that. And you can see that up there. It's the one after the goodbye. No, maybe it is the goodbye one that he says. He tells her, go on about your business and leave me alone. And if you don't, I'm going to pull this out. But Ava Brockbrader, and I don't want to get into anything graphic because we're talking about a 12-year-old child here. But Ava goes into, if you didn't see that, the way Bill, this first happened between him and that 12-year-old is Bill caught her masturbating in his bed. And when he talked to her about it, all concerned over it, that she said he was the target of her fantasy. Ava goes into writing about that and said she soaked his sheets. I mean, it's fucking disturbing stuff, man. I'm getting really upset about it right now. But so some of this you can only take in so much. You got to rewatch all this stuff, and that I had buried that shit like a long time ago. And then you got to get it back in. You got to rewatch. You got to just sit there and go, oh my God. But That's how bad that Ava is. She's really bad. But where would she get something like that from? Right there. He's right next to you. I don't think he's going to be too hard to find at all. It's a secret space. Is that Richards? Or who are we talking about? That Mark Richards guy? See, I don't know about this dude. I just verify these things. I don't know much about Mark Richards. I just thought he was in Dave Corso. There you go. Dave Corso, and who's the other guy? She does two of them. Who's the Dave Corso? I've got his military records. I can tell you what he did, but she does the other guy, the Black Ninja guy. I'm trying to struggle with his name. He's still out there. He's a big conspiracy theory guy. I went after him for a while too, but they're tough. But I thought the Richards guy was just claiming it because I don't know how he did it, but I'm a Vietnam veteran, and yeah, that guy. If you've not listened to the Kerry Cassidy interview between Dave Corso and him, where they claimed to have known each other in Vietnam and found each other on a Caribbean island, it's Warrior, please. He's in the next room too. Yeah. All right, little bear. Duncan O'Finian. There's that name again. Duncan O'Finian. And that is the guy that Ventura got in the parking garage on that conspiracy theory show, and he let him off of the hook. I'd have loved to have done that. Dave Corso is dead, but Wolf Spirit Radio, but no better place for him, I guess. It is 9. Duncan O'Finian, Dave Corso. So I will post this. I got so much stuff. I should get on the okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, let me just see if you guys just want to read some of this. Let me get the Bill Brockbrader's sexual charges here. He goes all on to me. Let me see if this is the one. Because he paints everybody in the family as the guys that sexually abused that girl. Everybody but him. It all started. Okay, here it is. This was the sexual interaction that William testified to happening at a 12-year-old. Conversation about masturbating and finding in her bed. It is terribly. It's just terrible. And this is from, if you guys want to get on, I'll copy the whole thing. This is Eva in 2016. She goes under Evolution. And she has written a number of these articles. And they're really just very disturbing. It really upsets me that this stuff is still going on with her and Bill. And getting back into me after the whole thing. So, okay. I need to see the Jacko. I'll get it tomorrow. Okay, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks. I will go on and go on.